Hi guys, my name is Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Libra Midheaven because I wanted to get back up in the air biz. Now, if you're here because you were born in September or October, this video is not necessarily for you. I linked some places below that you can go to find out your midheaven. Your midheaven is your 10th house cusp in your natal chart or your birth chart. So you have this chart with all these houses. Your 10th house point is the top of your chart, and that is your midheaven or your MC. Beneath that, directly opposite, is your IC, and that's your 4th house cusp. And those are two things I'll be talking about today. So if you are a Libra, like I am, this video is not for you. I am a Libra. I don't have a Libra midheaven. But we're going to start with your IC because that's your lowest point. You know, and I said this before, but you started from the bottom part of your chart, the lowest point of your life when you were born, and how that came to be in your life and what happened and how you were nurtured by your family. So from the IC, you have your IC, and your IC is Aries because it's always directly opposite what your MC is, and Libra and Aries are oppositions. So Aries is this independent type sign. It is the youngest, is a babyish sign, but it's really just gung-ho, like don't think things through, don't observe, just go and fucking get it. And so if you have an Aries IC, you were probably raised to think for yourself, to do things for yourself, and you were actually given many opportunities to be completely and probably not understandably independent as a baby. You might have been left alone a lot. You might have been just taught by the people around you that if you want something, you go get it. You don't ask for it. You don't take anybody with you. Take no prisoners. You just learned how to just fucking get it. Just like Selena Gomez said. If you're ready, come and get it. Na, 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 na. Because you know that you're supposed to get it. That's just the way that it is. People might have been like mean to you. There might have been family conflicts. You might have had like a lot of people with a lot of hard edges. There wasn't a lot of nurturing going around when you were young. There wasn't that ability. Maybe there was fights around you. Maybe people wanted to control you. Whatever it is, you were pretty rebellious and you just did what you wanted to do because deep inside you knew that's what you were supposed to do. You're just supposed to go and get it because nobody else is going to do it for you. They have other things to do. So maybe your parents were really young, because that can definitely happen in an Aries IC. Just like an Aries moon, you might have had a young mom. If Aries IC, everyone around you might have been really young. They might have just had really young ideas, almost primal ideas, and maybe you felt like you were raised by cavemen. I don't know. Because there's so much conflict, you definitely just learned how to walk away from it, because you found that there's nothing you could really do. No one was going to listen to your point of view, and it just fucking angered you. And so you went off on your own a lot. It's like Aries is 1. You know, 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. And that was you growing up, just taking charge of your own life. So then around 6, 7 years old is when you reach that age of developing your ego conscious. It's that state in your mind where you're like, this is how I want everybody to see me. This is what I'm going to do to be noticed, because everyone wants to fit in, but after we fit in, we want to stand out. And that's your midheaven. So it's the way that you are on the internet. It's like your social media persona. It's how you sell yourself. It's how you relate to people when you're showing off your midheaven persona. It's what you give. So this is in Libra. Libra is a lover of beauty, lover of harmony, lover of beautiful things. And so why did you get there from Aries? It's because there's so much conflict and so much, like, you know, just taking charge, that you've realized that when you go up into this career world, into this world where you're alone, you want people to help you, to kind of delegate to. You almost can't do anything alone ever when it comes to this situation. You do everything alone here at home, so when you like control over those home things, but up here, like in your career, in your public image of yourself, you take people along for the ride like a Libra, and you're nice to them, and you might actually get walked all over because you're just so wonderfully happy and you want to balance things out and you want harmony in your relationships. And maybe when you were younger, you were the leader. Maybe you weren't the leader. Maybe you always wanted to be the leader. But either way, nowadays, you want people to be equal. You want to be that person who can champion for equality and things like that, and justice and all that stuff. So real quick on like this internet persona and this internet stage, something that is very common for the Libra midheaven is they take a lot of selfies because they want their image, their midheaven image, to be beautiful. So they want to project this beautiful face forward image to the world, and they love fashion, so they want to take pictures of their clothes. So even though like a Libra ascendant who might have a Cancer midheaven is going to take a lot of care in the way that they dress, they're not really going to have an internet persona. But if you have Libra at the midheaven, there you go. You're going to take all of that image that the Libra ascendant has, and you're going to just say, hey, this is who I am, and you're going to give it to everybody. Because you're like, here, I have this Libra mentality. Like, I'm a good dresser. I'm good at putting my makeup on. I'm really pretty. I can make myself pretty. I know all my best angles. That's the Libra midheaven. You use this beauty to attract people to you. This, I'm harmonious, I'm pretty, people like me. Oh no, please, you're very self-deprecating, especially on these terms. You could be the vainest person in the world in your regular chart, but if you have a Libra midheaven, you're totally self-deprecating because that's the Libra thing. So you're just, oh no, stop it, I'm not that pretty. And that's how you get people to want to work with you. Though, here's the deal. If you're not on equal footing with these people, if your superiors don't understand that you're the same, and if the people below you don't understand that you're the same, you're going to retaliate and get annoyed. It really pissed off. Because here, there's no reason why anybody should think that you are less, and anybody should think that you are more. You are equal. It's equality. It's not knowing your place. And so you do expect that someone would treat you like an equal. And that way you're kind of a little bit of a gossip queen because you need to know what's going on with everybody to find out where you place. And there's no better way to understand that you can get equal with somebody than sharing a little bit of gossip with someone who's in a higher position over you. And in a way, you manipulate them based on a little bit of blackmail, maybe going out and drinking with your superiors, whatever. I'm a Libra, I get it, I know. You're not opposed to losing friends in general over this either, because you have your friends, right? And you love your friends. But if they're going to step on your toes or they're going to do something that's going to piss you off, you're not really against showing your Aries side that's kept you alive all this time, and it's just like, no, fuck you, I don't need you. And you might have done that before. You might have just left jobs moment's notice because, you know what, fuck you, I don't need you, and you're not treating me with respect like I'm treating you. Everything needs to be equal. Everything needs to be fair. But through your Libra MC, you are able to attract people to you. You're able to make things happen because of your smile, your face forward attitude, the fact that you are very cordial and you're very good at PR, and you're very good at being diplomatic, and you're very good at shining your light for all to see. And there's not going to be many people who don't like you. You glow with attractive vibes. You put them out there because you're attracting good career fortune to you. Speaking of the selfies. Two people that have a Libra midheaven that are well known, and they actually work together, Mother Teresa and Princess Diana. And if you're a lot younger, you may not know who they are, but that would just be a shame. But they were always out there ready to love on people and show people that they cared and bring justice to people that didn't have it and shine their light on situations that were less than beautiful. Because Libra is the symbol, is the scales. Everything needs to be in balance. They're the true socialists of the world because they want things to make sense. So they're going to care for those who are less fortunate. If you have money, the last shall be first. You will take your money and you will go be good and generous. A lot of doctors have Libra midheavens. A lot of lawyers have Libra midheavens. And it's because they have the ability to see the good and the bad. The problem is that Libra midheavens get into, if your chart is very sensitive, your Libra can't really sustain its career the way that it's supposed to. If you have a hardcore, like, strong chart, your Libra midheaven's perfect for you, and you can go out and you can just, like, save the world one sick person at a time. But if If you're trying to save the people that can't be saved and you have this weak chart, it's going to crush you, that the world will never balance out. And you can keep fighting forever and ever, and it will never balance out. Just know that as long as you're good inside and in your own life, you can be good on the outside. Your light will shine and you can continue to give to people. And you know what? One person does make a difference. And I really think that someone like Princess Diana or Mother Teresa really did show us that. Even Bridget Bardot and Elizabeth Taylor and Jodie Foster even have come out and just been advocates for a cause. They don't just take their fame, they advocate a cause. They are somebody who actually works to better the world, to bring justice and light to those who are unfortunate. And so that is what your Libra Midheaven is there to do. You can charm the right people and get the right funding and backing to work on your projects. And even if you are an actor that could totally be super narcissistic, you're going to use your Libra Midheaven and you're going to be good to people. But then, there's people like Paris Hilton who just have a shit ton of money and spend it on themselves and take more selfies. And there's definitely those Libra Midheavens too. And so just remember that when you're learning about yourself and you're growing, is don't be the Paris Hilton, be the Oprah Winfrey. Don't be the Sylvester Stallone. Be the Princess Diana. Be the person who really cares. And granted, I think that a lot of these celebs do advocate professionally for those less fortunate, but you really do see it way more in some Libra Midheavens than the others. And because that really is your calling and that is your purpose, to be able to be the voice for people who don't have it, because you understand what it means to come from being the only person who understands you. And you don't want that for other people. You want everybody to be understood, those who can't speak, those who speak a different language, and those who don't want your missionary help, but those who just want to be known and to be saved from the world that's crashing down on them. And as a Libra Midheaven, you help people, you help animals, you help babies, you help those people who cannot speak for themselves. And use that power of charm and a little bit of manipulation and blackmail to rob from the rich and give to the poor. That's your job. That's your purpose. And that's probably something that you feel deep inside that you're supposed to do. That you're supposed to balance the world. And it's hard, but as long as all the Libra Midheavens get together and work on their balancing act, this world will change. Fucking guarantee it. Anyway, that's your Libra Midheaven. Talk to you later. Bye.